What is up, everyone? It's Ricky57 to return chance. Today's April 23rd, 2024, and we're gonna hop on and do a quick market watch. So we did have YCS, what was it, Raleigh, go on this weekend, and so we had a taste of the new format, and it looks like Snake Eyes is still continues to be the dominant deck of the format. We had this winning build that was teching Bysteel Dispatcher and also a copy of Flame Lord Omega to replace Borrel of Savage Dragon and to replace Baron the Floor. So this is the new level 10 they run, and then this is the new level 8 that the winning deck chose to run. So we wanted to take a look at Bysteel Dispatcher and see how it got affected. These were sitting around like the $30 price point, but after this weekend they did go up in price. We have 35 listings on the market. We have listings starting at 50, 52, 51, 51, 54 and 53.99. So between like $50 and $55. I did see these go for a little bit higher throughout the weekend, and I think it was yesterday too. They were like around 60ish. I even saw some at 70, but it looks like we have more people coming to list these, and they are now dropping down to $55, but still higher than it was at that $30 price point. Cyberstorm Axis, it's supposed to be reprinted in the 10s in September. So this is probably going to be in there, but for players that do want to play at the NAWCQ, at the YCSs or regionals they might have to attend, if you guys are picking these up, $50, $55 what you're going to have to pay for it. Frame Lord Omega, we have the Seeker Rare above its market price. We also have this Seeker Rare above its market price. It looks like we still have Ultra Rares and Rares under the dollar price point for my budget players if you guys do want to tech this card. But let's take a look at the Brothers of Legend Seeker Rare. Looks like we have 35 listings for this card. We have this card at $647, $648, $649, $550, $615, and heading up to the $7 price point on the first page. These were sitting around like $2 to $3 a couple weeks back, but are now down up in price up to the $7 price point, $6 to $7. We have the original ones from High Speed Riders. This is a Seeker Rare, also 31 listings. It looks like these were sitting around like the $6 price point. Right now we have them pushing up to $10, $10.12, $10.49, $9.79, $10.85, $10, and $11.59. It's probably just high pushing this card up because it was in the winning build. I don't know how many Snake Eyes builds are gonna start to actually main this and actually use it as a tech. I know that guy, what was his name? That was using that build. It was Cameron Neo, who won YCS Rally, was taking this, and maybe it works for him, but it might not work for you guys. But if you guys do want to test it out, we do have Ultra Rares right here that are still affordable. But the Bysteel Dispatcher for replacing Baron, you're probably gonna have to find another level 10 Synchro if you guys want a budget version, because it is high in price. Dragon Duel, the Dust Dragon from Photon Hypernova, is finally reaching past the $20 price point. Photon Hypernova, another set that's supposed to be in the 10s. 25 listings on the market. We have listings starting at $20, $20, $20, $21.99, $22, and heading up to $23 on the first page. This is the first time I've seen Dragon Duel go past the $20 price point, and that's because I think branded, there was like a branded build in Top Cut. I expect to see more branded builds be in the Top Cut, but I think there was only one, especially since they didn't get hit on the ban list. I thought there was going to be more representation, but only one made it. But yeah, Dust Dragon only has one printing, and if you do want to play branded and do the gimmick puppet luck and stuff, this is an important part of the strategy, because this one basically dumps the gimmick puppet into the graveyard to be able to special summon it off the Albion, the new Albion fusion monster. Let me know how you guys feel about Dust Dragon. You think it's a good pickup at $20, and you guys think branded might see a little bit more representation later on in future events, or is it one of those decks that's maybe gonna fall off? Nibiru the Prime Being from OTS Tournament Pack 14. This is the original Ultimate Rare. Has been going up in price. We did have this back in February around $80, but right now we have it pushing up. 16 listings on the market. We have it at 116, 116, 116, 118, 119, heading up to the $120 mark. I actually really like this copy of Nibiru because it has like I want to say like this is kind of misprint on the attack and defense, because a lot of other printings of Nibiru have this like a normal, what do you call it? Normal text, but this one is kind of misprinted, so that's why I like this version. I wanted to pick up my versions. I was hoping they would hit like 50 to 60 someday, but it looks like they're going up instead of down. I'm just gonna be continue to play my ultra rare copies. I'm a budget player, but there is cards sometimes that I do like for myself, and this was one of them. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm gonna have to wait again for them to come down and hopefully pick them up. For other players who are thinking about picking this copy up, I think it's going to drop down. Let me know how you guys feel down in the comments below about this version of Nibiru. There are other different versions. The quarter century secret rare being the higher rarity. I think that one's actually cheaper than this one. Nibiru. Why is it not showing me? Is there other thing called Nibiru too? Nibiru, the quarter century secret rare. Looks like this one's actually dropping down. That's crazy. This one was hitting a high price point of like $80. Right now we have it at 60, 60, 60, 60, 99. Basically a $60 card. So maybe you might want to pick up this one instead of the other ultimate rare Nibiru. This one's technically the higher rarity, and Nibiru is going to be one of those cards that's going to be main probably this format. So I could see it going up in price. Well, this one going up in price. The other one might drop down, just because this one's technically the higher rarity. But let me know how you guys feel down in the comments below. Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon, I heard is a tech that Tenpais use. So we have all copies of this card going up in price. We have commons, super rares, and ultra rares. We'll start with the commons first. I need to go look through bulk and see if I have any of these. I remember opening up a legendary dragon deck, so I should have one of these. My brother's actually building Tenpai, so he might be able to use this. They were at 42 cents. Right now we have all copies of all common copies starting at 148, 349, 399, so like a $4 common card now. Then we go to $4, and $4.99. So yeah, like a $4 card for this common version of Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon. We have Odd Eyes for super rare. These were sitting at 40 cents. This is from the Pendulum Evolution. I don't think I was around when that set released. I don't think I opened any. But yeah, they were around 40 cents. Right now we have lightly played starting at $4.49, $4.93, $4.94, $4.97, $4.99, and $5. So $5 super rare now. We have the Ultra being the highest rarity at 37 listings. This one's from Structured Deck Master of Pendulum. Do I have that? I don't think I have this. I collect structure decks just to like keep in their structure deck and play them amongst friends when we get drunk or something. We just have like structure deck battles or starter deck battles, and this sounds like something I might have picked up. So I'll go take a look at my structure deck collection and see if I have it. But yeah, these were sitting around $1, and right now we have them pushing up to $3.99, $4.75, $4.97, $4.98, $4.98, $4.99, and $5. So these are $5 as well. If you are going to pick up one, I guess pick up the higher rarity, since all of them are basically worth $4 to $5. I would just pick up this one just because it's a higher rarity. But yeah, let me know how you guys feel about Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon. Next up, we have Time Tier Morganite. I always thought this card was pretty good. I thought it was a good pickup around like $2-3. It is from Cyberstorm Axis, so it's probably gonna get like a rarity upgrade. Maybe comes in ultra rare into tins. I'm not really sure what deck could use this at the moment, because a lot of us are using hand traps this format because they're pretty important, and this kind of locks you out of using hand traps. But if you guys know of a deck that might be able to take advantage of this format, let me know down below. They were sitting around like $2 to $3 back in February. We have 70 listings on the market now. We have listings starting at $3.54, then $4.99, then go up to $5.50, $6, $6.19, $6.20, $6.24, and $5.25. So I think upon release, this card was selling for like $5 to $6, so it's back up to that price point. I honestly don't see it going up any higher, but I could be wrong about that. But let me know down below how you guys feel about Time Tier and Morganite. Ostinato is a card that it's part of the Melodious archetype. It's kind of like a branded fusion. Let's read it together. So we have two versions. They both come in common. One's from 2019 tins. It says, if you control no monsters, fusion summon one Melodious fusion monster from your extra deck using two materials from your hand and or deck as fusion materials. So you get to use cards from the deck to fusion summon. That's the most important part of this card. I'm pretty sure this is 3 of in the Melodious strategy, and with the Melodious strategy getting support in Legacy of Destruction that releases this week, that's why players are rushing to pick this up. These were around like 30 cents. Right now we have 21 listings on the market. We have listings starting at $213, $495, $375, $375, $498, $499, $499. So $5 common card now. These were actually a little bit higher on this weekend. I actually sold some for like $6, but now they're back down to like $5-ish. We have a couple more listings. When I took a look at this, we had this at like 6 listings, and this was like around 10 listings, I think. The one from Soul Fusion is at 25 listings. These were also around like 30 cents, 20 cents. Right now we have these at $325, $276, $4, $4, $4, $3, $3.10, and $3.15. So like $3 to $4 for this version. Definitely go dig through that bulk and see if you guys have some. Maybe you guys could get rid of them since we do have Melodious hype going on at the moment. Triple Tactics Thrust looks like it's going low on listings. We have the Maze of Millennia version. This is the Ultra reprint at 18 listings. And looks like we have this card starting at $48, $48.60, $48.60, heading up to $51.35, then $50.64, $52, and that's basically what's 5 plus 7. That's like $53.40, I think. I don't know if my math is correct on that one, but it might be $53.40. But like a $50 to $53 card now. These were sitting back in March around like the $43 price point. I remember picking some up from my brother around that price point too. But yeah, now they're starting to make its way up to $50. And let me know if you guys could see this possibly reach the $60 price point. I'm hoping maybe this gets reprinted like the Rarity Collection 2 set. But anything is what do you call it, is possible. It might be in there, it might not be in there, or it might be in there. We'll see what happens. We have the Secret Rare from Photon Hypernova at 27 listings. Photon Hypernova is supposed to be in the reprint. What do you call it? It's supposed to be in the tins this year in September. So we might get a reprint then, and not in the Rarity Collection. We'll see what Konami decides to do. Yeah, but these were sitting around like $47-ish. 27 listings on the market now. We have this card pushing up to $55.10. That's basically $57.07 with shipping. Then we hit $60 for this card. So yeah, going up in price now. Let me know how you guys feel about Triple Tactics Thrust. Do you guys see it getting reprinted maybe in the Rarity Collection 2 set, or until we get those tins in September? Next up, we have Momento cards. So we did get some new Momento support announced for Infinite Forbidden. We have a new fusion monster, and we also have a new effect monster coming out. And so people are rushing to pick these cards up. We have the collector rares getting bought out. We have 7 listings for Momento. I'm gonna just call them Momento. Momentolan. That's how you pronounce it. I'm gonna just call them Mementos. Dark Blade at 7 listings. We have Anguish at 15 listings. We have the Quarter Century Combined Creation at 21 listings. Momento Bone Party at 35 listings. These I actually bought like 2-3 weeks ago. I actually picked up the whole deck. I think at Frankenson's for like around $10 to $15. I did like a trade, and I picked up like the whole core for like $10 to $15 a while back. This was back when no one was paying attention to them. I just thought it was an interesting archetype and decided to pick them up. But I did also pick up a couple Bone Parties, extra Bone Parties, I think like 2 weeks ago, for like around $5, $4 to $5. Right now we have 35 listings on the market, and we have them starting at $18, $18.50, $18.99, $20.94, $20.95, and $21.95. So like between an $18 and $20 card now. That's a pretty big price jump from a $3 to $4 price point. We have Anguishes also, 42 listings, and these were sitting around like I think I picked a couple more up. I have like another extra playset that I picked up aside from the one I'm playing. I picked those up for like around $6-ish. Yeah, 6, 7-ish dollars. And right now we have it pushing up to 1980, 1980, 1990, 1998, $19, and $20. Let me know how you guys feel about these Momento cards, and if you guys could see them continuing to go up, staying at the same price point, or coming back down in price. Right now, it's just high pushing these cards up. It's only these that are expensive for the archetype. Everything else is like super and rare. So if you guys want to pick those up, go ahead. These are pretty cheap at the moment. It's just these, the bone parties, the anguishes. You need 3 of these. You need 3 of these. You need 1 of these. This one's only like a $2 to $3, so it's not a bad buy. But yeah, they are hyped up right now and up in price. I feel like they're gonna come down maybe in like a couple months, one or 2 months, and then go back up the closer we get to Infinite Forbidden. So I would say wait to pick these up. Maybe they come back down to like $10 to $15 for this one. This one might come down to $10 to $15 as well in about a month, and then pick those up there, and then they'll go back up later on the closer we get to Infinite Forbidden. But that's just my opinion. Let me know down in the comments below how you guys feel. Verdant Self of the Misting Seedling. So I need some help figuring out why this card is going up. I'm thinking maybe this is for the Mendoche archetype, because aren't Mendoches like Earth Fairies or something like that? We did get some new Mendoche support announced, so I'm thinking maybe this is like a tech that they might use to be able to add a Mendoche card to their hand. Because this card says you can discard this card and 1 monster or 1 Verdant Self card. You cannot activate non-Earth monster effects for the rest of the turn. Also add 1 Earth Fairy monster from your deck to your hand. This is from Darkwing Blast. It's a super rare. It never got a reprint. So that's why it's pretty high up in price right now. I remember picking these up for like around, I think 50 cents it was. Yeah, like around 50 cents. But right now we have 46 listings on the market, and I had some sell for like $3, so that's what caught my attention and made me come to this card. Right now we have it at $2, $2, $2.48, $2.49, $2.75, so making its way up to $3. Let me know how you guys feel about Verdant Self of the Misting Seedlings, and if you guys think it's a good tech in Mendoches. Let me actually look that up. I know Mendoche, I think it's Earth Fairies, so let's see. Let's just type in Mendoche. Yeah, it looks like they are Earth Fairies, so that might be the oh well, Earth Fairy, Beast Fairy, Spellcaster Fairy. I mean Spellcaster Earth. Well, we have a good amount of them being. No, actually, this one's the only one. That might be the only one that's an Earth Fairy. Actually, no, this one's an Earth Fairy too. Pudding says the Earth Fairy, Warrior, Earth. So we have 2 Mendoche cards being Earth Fairies. So that might not be the reason why that card is going up. If you guys could think of another reason why Verdant Self of the Misting Seedling is going up, let me know down below. We have Assault Synchron going a little bit up in price. It's been trending upwards. These were hitting like a low price point of like $4-ish. Right now we have copies at $4.51, $5.79, $5.85, $5.99, $6, and $4.95. I always thought this card was pretty good. I bought it at 10. I bought 2 copies at $10, and they went down in price, so I'm kind of negative on that investment. But I feel like it has potential. Just because it's a free special summon. It says during your main phase, you can special summon this card from your hand, then take 700 damage. Also, while this face-up card is in a monster zone, you cannot summon from the extra deck except Synchro monsters. So you're basically using this card to Synchro summon, but it's kind of a free special summon if you are going to Synchro summon it anyway. So let me know if you guys could see this card potentially going up even higher in the future. It only has 1 printing from Monsters Event, so I doubt this card is going to get reprinted anytime soon. Mirror Sword Knight, so we are getting a new illusion monster that's going to help the Chimera package, I guess, be more consistent. So I want to take a look at Mirror Sword Knight. These were under $1, but right now we have them pushing up a little bit. We have 103 listings on the market, and we have them at 115, 125, 149, 150, 150. No big walls on the first page, so yeah, they could potentially continue to go up higher pretty quick. We have 195 on the on the first page, so making its way up to the $2 mark. Keep an eye out for Mirror Swords Knight, because we do have the new illusionist monster. Is it Nightmare Magician or something like that? I forgot. It's from the new set, Legacy of Destruction. It comes in secret rare. But yeah, that's gonna make the Chimera package a little bit more consistent. So I could see a lot more decks splash in the Chimera package in their builds. We have Minerva, the Lightsworn Maiden, going up in price, and I noticed this one just because I have a couple extra copies of this, since I am planning to play Lightsworns this format with the new support that's coming out in Legacy of Destruction. These were sitting around like $1, and right now we have 34 listings on the market. We have a couple listings at 122, 125, then they go up to 175. We have a big wall right here with 22 copies available at 175, so kind of making its way up to the $2 mark. So not a big price increase, but it is going up in price. We'll see if this one is even one of those cards that the Lightsworn builds decide to tech. I'm teching 3 at the moment just because I'm practicing with it, but I might end up cutting it down to like maybe 1 or 2, or maybe not even play it at all. I'm still in the testing phases of this deck. Sunseed Genius Loci, so it only has 1 printing from Ghosts from the Past, and I know that what is it called? I know that Sun Avalon lost one of their, no, they didn't lose it, it's limited now. Their Dryas is limited, so they aren't as consistent as they used to be, but I think they can still put up a decent board and compete, especially with the new Rika archetype that's coming out in Legacy of Destruction. I feel like people are going to be testing it out and mix Sun Avalon with Rikas, and it might see some success. So Sunseed Genius Loci might be one of those cards you want to pick up. It looks like it already started to trend upwards. They were around like 60-ish cents. Right now we have a couple copies at 73 cents, 74 cents, 75 cents, $1, $1.10, $1.10. So we still have dollar copies of this card. If you do want to play the Sun Avalon build and maybe test it out with Rikas, you could still pick this card up for cheap at $1. I could see this card maybe going up to $5 later on if that Rika build with Sun Avalon sees some success. But let me know down below how you guys feel about Sunseed Genius Loci. Soundproof, I remember a couple months ago I picked up Soundproof. What was it for? I forgot what deck it was I was going to side Soundproof for. But I picked them up for like $0.25, and it looks like right now people are looking to play this card to go against Tenpai. This card says this card can only be activated at the start of the main phase 1, and only if you control no face-up Synchro monsters. Neither player can special summon a Synchro monster into your opponent's next end phase. So it prevents Tenpais from doing their little combo plays during the battle phase. Right now we have listings starting at lightly played at 280, then 290, 299, 299. I have a couple extra copies aside from my copies that I'm gonna side. So if you guys want to pick these up, I have them up for $3. Then we have $3.25 and $3.95. But yeah, I picked these up for $0.25. They were once $0.25 and now are worth $3. And I could see these possibly continuing to go up even further. I know a couple people have been teching Heat Wave, but that also locks you out from being able to like combo off. So I think if you're not playing Tenpais, Soundproof might be the better option in your deck, because Tenpai's main Heat Wave, so that's for them. But you don't want to lock yourself out. If you don't want to lock yourself out and maybe combo off, if you don't use Synchro monsters, then I think Soundproof would be the best option for you. Next up, we have Grassell Prison. This is another tech to go against Tenpais. We have super rares and rares available. They're both cheap, but I think the super rare is a higher rarity, so it might be the better pickup. It says if you control a face-up monster that was tribute, ritual, or fusion summon until the end of your opponent's next turn, neither player can Synchro or Exceed summon. Synchro and Exceed monsters cannot attack. Also, their effects are negated. So it's a pretty good little floodgate card that may be branded, or decks like Voiceless might be able to attack, since it does lock your opponent from Exceed summoning and Synchro summoning. It's a good tech against Tenpai. It might be a good tech against other builds too. But yeah, 156 listings right now. You can pick this card for under like 50 cents. Not sure if it's gonna see any any play, but it is one of those good floodgates you guys might want to try out, since it is something that could go against 10 pies. Let me know down in the comments below how you guys feel about Grassell Prison, and if you guys think it's a good pickup, or if you guys could see it being tech the coming format. Trivia Karma, I just wanted to bring up because I think they're reaching like $1. 158 listings. We have listings at 54 cents, 55 cents, 70 cents, 73 cents, 75 cents. So it's trying to make its way up to $1. Might be a good pickup because Lightsworns are able to mill this card into the graveyard, and in this card you're able to banish to get like the Tier Elements field spell. I could see it being worth maybe like $3, but it is part of the Photon Hypernova set, so it should get reprinted in September. But for the players that do want to play Lightsworn mixed with Tier Elements this upcoming format, you're going to probably want to pick this up sooner than later before it start going up even higher, because they did start going up according to the graph. We have FA Don Dragster. We have the super rare and rare available, but the super rare is the one that's kind of going up in price. I picked these up for like under $1, I think like a year or two ago. I've been holding on to these for a long time. Right now we have listings starting at $160, $199, $1, $249, $1, $128, $144, $268, and $1.50. The reason I wanted to take a look at this card is because one of those generic negates, kind of a generic negate, because it negates a spell and trap, and you don't really need anything else but like a tuner and another monster to make it. It's a level 7. It's one of the only level 7 generic negates that is available in the game, so wanted to bring it to your attention. Maybe you guys might want to pick it up to test out before it continues to go up even higher in price, because they were under $1 before and are now heading up and are only at 50 listings. Last time I took a look at these, there was over 100 listings, but right now we only have 50 listings, so pay attention to that. I would cop my copy sooner than later, but if you don't want to pick up supers, you guys do have rares available from Flames of Destruction. So for my budget players, these are under $1 too, so you don't have to worry about picking up the super rare if you don't care about the higher rarity. And last card on today's Market Watch is going to be Buente Kagutsuchi. This is a card that was once being teched in Tier Elements. I forgot how they made this, but they were teching this to mill cards into their graveyard. Let's take a look at the one ultra rare from Shadow Specters. I think this is the original one. It says 2 level 4 Beast Warrior type monsters. When this card is Exceed Summon, send the top 5 cards of your deck to the graveyard. And that's basically what Tier Element builds were using it for, to mill more cards. I feel with Lightsworn probably going to gain some popularity this format, or being one of the decks that's probably going to see a lot more representation. Being able to dump 2 wolves into the graveyard and then get them on the field, because wolf is a level 4 beast warrior, so you can easily make this with wolf. I feel like this card is going to go up in price. We already have it kind of trending upwards a little bit. They were hitting a low price point of like $2-ish. Right now we have copies at, let's see, we have lightly played starting at $290, $295, $299, $299, and I want to say like a $3 card right now. This was once a card that when the hype was actually high on this card was around like I think $10 to $15. So I feel like it could potentially reach that higher of a price point again. So pick these up while you can. We also have these ultra rare reprints from the 2014 Megatons. These are also, let's see, we have 98 cents. That's probably a good buy right there. 98 cents for lightly played. $1.23, $1.15, $1.24 on the first page. So either one is a good buy. I feel like they have potential to go up in price, but let me know down below how you guys feel about Buente Kagutsuchi, and if you guys could see this card potentially go up in price because of the Lightsworn strategy. That's going to be it for today's Market Watch, though. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and X at Return of Chance. This is Ricky572, and we'll see you guys next time.